Hey, Knicks Nation, how you doing? This is Sincere from Sincere Knicks Fan 34. How are you doing? Oh man, I'm looking at this whole game that we had been played the last night against the Sacramento Kings. Woo, let me tell you, you know what I'm saying? We're about to get into it in just a moment, but before we do that, please subscribe, like, share, comment, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm about that life, all right? Now, before we go any further, I just want to put a quick shout out to my father-in-law, Jesse. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I'm shouting you out because I know that you are now with your Heavenly Father. So, I appreciate you. I'm keeping my promise. I'm doing what I'm doing. And this is dedicated to you. So with all that being said, we getting straight up into it because we handle it like we supposed to be handling it, right? All right. So the New York Knicks lost to the Sacramento Kings, 101-112. The New York Knicks shot 39% from the field compared to Sacramento's 47%. The New York Knicks shot 19% from the three-point line compared to 37% by the Sacramento Kings. The New York Knicks shot 65% from the free throws compared to Sacramento's 84%. The New York Knicks had 16 offensive rebounds compared to Sacramento's 9. The New York Knicks had 29 defensive rebounds compared to Sacramento's 39. So the New York Knicks had 45 overall rebounds compared to Sacramento's 48. New York Knicks had 23 assists compared to Sacramento's 23 assists. The New York Knicks had 11 steals versus 4. New York Knicks had 11 steals versus 4. New York Knicks had 6 blocks compared to Sacramento's 6 blocks. We had 9 turnovers for the New York Knicks compared to Sacramento's 15. New York Knicks had 6 players in double figures compared to Sacramento's 5. New York Knicks had 23 free throw attempts versus Sacramento's 32. Now, I'll be completely honest with you, I wasn't really very happy about the officiating overall, but I really can't put that all on the officiating. I can't put it all on there because I really do believe that the New York Knicks lost this game for a couple of reasons. The first one is we lost Jalen Brunson. We lost Jalen Brunson in the first quarter, probably not even a full 5 minutes. He was just gone. He hurt his ankle, walked to the locker room immediately. We didn't see him for the rest of the game. The other thing, in my opinion, is that the New York Knicks were abysmal from the three-point line. Absolutely abysmal from the three-point line. 8 of 41 shots from the three-point line. I don't care what team you are. Any team shooting 8 of 41 from behind the three-point line and the other team is shooting 37%, I don't care what the numbers are. 37% versus 19%. Yeah, the team shooting 37% more like is going to win that game. And that's what happened. We had some really good quality shots. It wasn't like we was really rushing shots, anything. We had some really good, I'll even argue, great three-point opportunities, and those shots just didn't drop. They just didn't. And there really wasn't much you could do about that. So I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know if it's a fatigue thing. I can't really say it's a fatigue thing because the Knicks were in Sacramento for like 2, maybe 3 days. So I mean, I can't say that it's a fatigue thing. But I feel that there's something going on. You know what I'm saying? I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just 100% being honest. I don't know what it is. Now I'm gonna put out there, like I said, Jalen Brunson didn't play. That's our go-to guy. That's our leader. That's our captain. That's our clutch guy. So I understand to a point that we may have lost because we didn't have Jalen Brunson to knock down the shots we're accustomed to him taking and making. That's a possibility. But what I do know is we definitely lost the game because Karl-Anthony Towns only had 13 points, 4 rebounds during the course of the game. This is a man who's supposed to be eligible for the All-Star game, an All-NBA player, right? Perennial All-NBA player, perennial All-Star player. 13 points and 4 rebounds. I'm just hopping on him because the idea is he's too good to be only getting 13 points and 4 rebounds. Now, he did have 5 steals. I will give him that credit because he had some impressive steals. I'm not going to lie. But the idea is he should have been bringing, especially if Brunson was off the floor. As I said, Brunson only played at best 5 minutes. For Karl-Anthony Towns to be coming out and only getting 13 rebounds 13 points when Jalen Brunson's out the game and you don't know if he's even coming back, and you only had 13 points. That's crazy to me. You're the highest paid player on that team. On the New York Knicks, you're the highest paid player. And you couldn't step your game up when the second best player, arguably, on the team is out. This was his opportunity, in my opinion, to really step his game up and cement that I'm that dude. That was a I'm that dude moment. You know what I'm saying? That's like a Kevin Garnett, Akeem Olajuwon one. This is your moment, like your Eminem situation, right? This is you on the stage, and this is your opportunity to rip the head off of your competition, and you crap the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was embarrassing. And that, to be honest with you, is the theme of this particular episode. It was embarrassing, right? You know, now, again, I'm not embarrassed of the New York Knicks, but I am embarrassed of how we played in this particular game. We should have been playing better, and hopefully we will play better. I don't know if there was something that was said before, you know, whether it's, you know, player or coach or whatever, but there is something that's not quite right. So I don't know if, like, there's some type of attitude, you know, with the coach or the players amongst themselves, but there's just something that's just not quite clicking. And I don't know what it is, but something needs to happen. You know, I don't know, maybe the trade speculation got to players. I don't know, something. But with Karl Anthony Towns, the other thing is, like, I don't know, maybe he's hurt, maybe he's injured, maybe he's trying to play through it. But again, 4 rebounds. I mean, I'm not the biggest person in the world, but even I feel I can pull off 4 rebounds in a game. You know what I'm saying? But this dude is a 7-footer, all-star, 4 rebounds, 13 points, and the last couple of games they've actually been trying to play through him. So for that, I'm just not. It's not clicking of what's going on and why he's not performing at the level that he should be. And to be 100% honest, Karl Anthony Towns this particular season is probably playing the lowest numbers of his career. You know what I'm saying? In terms of points, field goal percentage. Well, numbers like his numbers in terms of points is probably going to still kind of average out, but his overall field goal percentage, his 3-point percentage, they're down. They're like these are like career lows. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not understanding. Like I said, I don't know if he's injured, hurt. I don't know. I'm not trying to give him an excuse. I'm the facts that I'm putting out there is he should be playing better. He should be playing better, and we should be doing better as a team. And we're just not. And at first I thought it was just energy. You know what I'm saying? And not Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart brought that energy in the last game. But this was really, in my opinion, the game that Karl Anthony Towns could have really put everybody on his back and be like, let's get it. You know, we're going to win this game. You know what I'm saying? We taking this over. We winning this for Jalen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to show you why I'm a candidate for an all-star appearance, right? This was his opportunity, and he didn't do it. He just folded up. And I'm not sure what's going on. So just putting it out there, we're better than this. And I know we're better than this. Knicks Nation, we all know we're better than this. So I'm really interested to see how we do against Golden State, because we can't keep going on like this. Mike Brown, I would not want to be you, because this is your opportunity to really kind of show what you can do in terms of getting everybody's energy back up. This is his opportunity to show how he can integrate everybody, especially with Jalen Brunson still out. This is an opportunity now going against Golden State. So it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds, how the players respond. If we don't do well today against Golden State, I'm not saying we must win this game, but I'm just saying in terms of the effort, the energy, the focus, the efficiency, if we're not doing those things, that's a concern to me. You know what I'm saying? But I have pride in my team. I have belief and faith in my team. So we'll see how that all goes. We'll see how that all flows. So with all that being said, if you have not already, please subscribe, like, share. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk to you next time. I'm out of here.